10 river monsters caught in the Amazon. Who doesn't want to visit the Amazon? Surrounded by nature, animals and birds of all kinds and rainforests, it seems like the perfect retreat if you want to see the wild in its finest. But beware, lurking in the shadows are skilled hunters who will take you out with a single blow. In today's video, we'll be talking about 10 river monsters caught in the Amazon. So sit back and get ready to be spooked. Number 1. Green Anaconda. Starting off with the worst of the worst, we have the green anaconda. If you ever make plans for the Amazon, remember that there's a great chance you might run into the largest snakes on the planet. These snakes may not be venomous, but the fact that they weigh 550 pounds is scary enough. With that said, these snakes are constrictors who use their ridiculous strength to strangle their victims to death. As for what they normally eat, well, basically everything from the caiman, jaguar, capybara, and deer. It definitely has an appetite, that's for sure. You'll mostly find these predators in shallow waters since they can easily hunt and sneak up on their victims in this environment. Well, they make for one reason to cancel that plane ticket. Number 2. Giant Otter. Otters are cute, but when you have adults towering over 6 feet, you might want to keep your distance. These animals eat crabs and fish and not humans, unlike what most people think, judging from the otter's appearance. You may be safe, but when it comes to aquatic life at the bottom of the food chain, it's a fate sealed as these animals hunt in groups. It's because of their numbers that the otters are able to eat 4 pounds of food daily, and we thought we had a problem. Interestingly, some otters have been spotted eating an anaconda. Now, we don't know how they managed to score an anaconda for dinner, but any animal who does shouldn't be taken lightly. No wonder they're called river wolves. Number 3. Redtail Catfish. Meet the second largest species of catfish in the Amazon River, the redtail catfish. These feed on anything from crabs, fish, and fruits you know to keep it healthy. They've got 3 long whiskers that allow them to hunt even in muddy waters. You see, these whiskers are sensitive to tiny chemical signatures, all thanks to the many receptors on their surface. These guys average about 3 to 4 feet in length. Overall, these fish are very aggressive. They'll look for the slightest opportunity to attack someone. Oh, and any animal that makes the mistake of swimming too close can say their goodbyes. Number 4. Bull sharks. As if we need to explain why bull sharks are on this list. Unfortunately for us and the rest of the animal kingdom, these predators live in both freshwater and saltwater bodies, all thanks to a special kidney that changes the salinity of the surrounding water, allowing the bull shark to adapt to different environments. Measuring 11 feet in length and weighing about 312 kilograms, these fish are nothing short of a nightmare. With their sharp triangular teeth, powerful jaws, and a bite force of 589 kilograms, any animal who crosses paths with this fish is as good as gone. Like the rest of their family, these sharks aren't too kind to humans. In fact, they're the most dangerous sharks in the world, so you better watch out. Number 5. Candiru. At first, the Candiru may not look like much. After all, what's there to be scared about an animal that's only 1 inch long? You know how they say not to judge a book by its cover? Well, in this case, you shouldn't judge a fish by its size. They may be small, but they are twice as terrifying. The Candiru are small, parasitic freshwater catfish that make their way into the urethra of their poor victims. Now, so far, there haven't been any cases of a Candiru attacking humans, except for one man who had to get surgery to remove one of the translucent fish from its urethra. Still, that should be enough reason for you not to urinate anywhere near a water body in the Amazon. Better safe than sorry, right? If not humans, these fish prey on other fish by attaching themselves to their spines and sucking their blood. Number 6. Red-bellied piranhas. We don't need to tell you why you need to avoid piranhas now, do we? There are enough horror films out there with these at the center that tell you exactly why. However, you might want to make an extra effort to avoid the red-bellied piranhas. These guys may be scavengers, but you still don't want to get on their bad side. Measuring about 12 inches in length, red-bellied piranhas mostly swim in large groups, giving them the upper hand in battles in the water. When a group marks their prey, they surround it and proceed to rip off its flesh. Yeah, not the ending most of us want. The good news is that the red-bellied piranhas hardly go after humans. That is, unless you provoke them, or worse, starve them. Number 7. Electric eels. Electric eels sound like the perfect recipe for endless pain and suffering. Surprisingly, these guys are more catfish than they are eels. At least that's what they look like from afar, since no one ever dares to go near these creatures for a closer look. Feel like you can do it? Well, be our guest. Just remember that the word electric isn't there for dramatic effect. These fish produce electricity from their special cells called electrolytes. Now, these charges can reach 600 volts. To put it in perspective for you, that's 5 times the average American plug socket charge. In other words, you're gonna see daylight again. Since these shocks can cause several cardiovascular and respiratory problems, they're super deadly. They locate their prey by sending out small 10-volt shocks and then later amp up the voltage to deliver the killer blow. Fortunately for us, these guys aren't really interested in eating humans. Their attention is more towards birds, amphibians, small mammals, and fish. Number 8, the Arapaima. Not all fish are nice, and the Arapaima are proof that you don't need to feed these amphibians some bread after all. These are giant predatory fish that live in the Amazon and surrounding waters. Also known as peruku, these Arapaima look anything but friendly with their sharp scales. They definitely have a face of a hunter if we ever saw one. Oh, and if the mere sight of them doesn't make your skin crawl, maybe their tongue laced with teeth will. They feed on anything from small fish and birds. Measuring around 9 feet in length and with a weight of 200 pounds, make sure to keep an eye out for these fish. The good thing is that you can do that rather easily, since the fish swim near the surface of the water as they need oxygen to breathe. When they come up from the air, the Arapaima makes a coughing sound, giving them away. Still, with all these dangers lurking, you might want to avoid the waters altogether. Number 9, the Black Piranha. Adding to the list, we have one more piranha for you to be wary of. Like red-bellied piranhas, these guys are a nightmare to deal with. In fact, some say that the fish packs even more of a punch. Gear up, because this fish has the most powerful bite in the animal kingdom, as they can exert a bite force 30 times their own body weight. Much of the credit goes to the outsized jaw muscles. Of course, the shark and the hyena pack more power, but their numbers seriously go down when you look at the size of these animals. In other words, there's just no beating the black piranha. Not even the Tyrannosaurus Rex can take on this one. Number 10, the giant freshwater stingray. If there's one creature that the animal kingdom makes sure you steer away from, it's the giant freshwater stingray. Measuring about 5 feet in length and 490 pounds in weight, these fish are killer hunters. With those numbers, it's the heaviest freshwater fish in South America. Its rays are muscular and covered with short spines. While that's something to avoid on its own, what makes the stingray really dangerous is the venomous sting at the end. They mostly feed on small fishes and invertebrates, including mollusks and crustaceans. You'll notice we missed out on humans, and that's because they have little interest in us, so you can relax a bit. And that's a wrap for today's video. Which of these Amazon river monsters scared you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.